Always pretty tight. Oh, squirted all over your hand. Besides squirting all over when you open the can,
Well,
which I'd give it a 5 for that.
squirting factor.
Squirting factor 5. It's maple syrup. We have this in the morning all the time. Pour it hard.
Here we go.
Hard and fast. There you go. Woo!
Since I squirted on my hand, it gives me chills a little bit.
I like something that looks like mud. It was the squirting. When you break it down in these categories.
I think this is a John Cena. And it's like, he says, you can't see this. You got gypped a little bit on head. That's too bad for you.
Always. Hi everyone.
I'm Janet.
I'm Jason.
We're
Gumbo Mud. We're here.
For dark beer.
And today we have something special for you. It's maple syrup. Why'd you give me maple syrup?
Close.
No.
Woo!
Traeblod from Mikkeller.
Yes.
Woo!
So, Mikkeller Traeblod Imperial Stout 11%er.
Yeah. Maple syrup and coffee.
Yeah.
What better? We have this in the morning all the time. No, really. No, it's a very strong 11% Imperial Stout from Mikkeller, who's one of our favorite brewers here in San Diego. Mikkeller is in 40 different countries. Like, it's crazy.
That is crazy.
How he just blew up. He was a brewer who used to just collaborate with a lot of people, didn't have his own space. And when AleSmith moved to their big facility here in San Diego off of Miramar, Mikkeller took over their old space. And that's where they've been here in San Diego for a long time.
Interesting how that works.
Yeah.
So we always hear about that. People take over Stone, people take over.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Yeah, they're already set up, the zoning's there.
Yeah.
It's easy for someone to come in, and a lot of times when they upgrade, like I'm sure AleSmith did, they leave the vats, they leave everything there, so it's easy for another.
Why not, right?
Yeah. And Mikkeller and AleSmith have done a ton of collaborations together, so they're really good friends. So yeah.
Okay, so a little bit about the brewery, you guys. Excuse my pronunciation. Founded by Mikkeller Brewing.
Bierso, that's good.
He exports his micro brewed beer to 40 different countries, as Jason mentioned, and is internationally acclaimed as one of the most innovative and cutting-edge brewers in the world.
Yeah, when I first moved to San Diego and was going to AleSmith and all these places, you heard of Mikkeller. Like, it was so well known around the country because he's from Denmark, but he's traveled the world collaborating with a lot of people. So for him to open up here in San Diego, he's always brewing different beers. It's always different. Like, he constantly is flipping and changing and doing new stuff all the time, which is what we love.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's a lot of breweries around San Diego and probably around the country. They have their staples, and that's all they brew, and they don't brew anything different. Where Mikkeller has their staples, and they'll even bring them back year after year, but they're always brewing something different. Yeah. So even Traeblod, they've done a barrel-aged Traeblod. This is 11%. They do a barrel-aged Traeblod, which is 13%, which is really good too. So yeah.
Mikkeller's the kind of guy that comes up with like the stuff in his sleep, you know. Like,
yeah.
He wakes up and he has like a winner.
Yeah.
And he goes with it, and it's
I've tried so many different beers from them, and it's just amazing how many different varieties, especially dark. He is very much into dark beers, and he's one of my go-tos for dark beer because he brews so many good dark beers and so many varieties of dark beers. Yeah. So I can't wait to try this. So yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Traeblod, you want to pour a little maple in it first?
Maybe.
No, maybe. Yeah. So give it a whirl.
Oh.
Mikkeller always pretty tight. Oh, squirted all over your hands. Look at that.
Excuse me, viewers.
This happens every time you get a Mikkeller can.
Mikkeller's, see, and they don't jip you. They're giving you, they're filling
it is literally
to the top.
Full to the top. Look at that.
If I could tilt it and show you, I would. They never jip you. They're giving you every Every penny worth that you paid.
Yes. Every can I've ever opened from Mikkeller does that.
Okay.
It's full to the top.
All right, and I'm probably gonna
Spill.
Thank you. Ready,
Pour,
guys?
pour it fast.
Teamwork.
Pour it hard.
Here we go.
Hard and fast. There you go. Woo! All right. Let's go. Oh, stop. Wow. Look how black that is.
Okay,
oh
round
my
two.
God.
I got this one.
Look how dark. Oh my God.
Oh, you got tipped.
There you go. That is a dark beer.
It is.
Whew.
Wow.
I would think that was a 13% barrel age when it was so dark.
All right, you guys.
Oh my God. Wow.
Woo.
That's the darkest beer I've ever seen in my life. That literally looked like motor oil coming out of a can, which I like.
Likes motor oil.
I like something that looks like mud coming out of a can. So yes, that's dark mud beer.
That's impressive.
Yeah, it's super dark.
That's impressive. So I'm going to start right away because to date, this might be one of the darkest beers I've seen. How can you not give it a 5 on appearance?
Yeah, it's the darkest beer I've ever seen.
Right.
Yeah.
You got gypped a little bit on head. That's too bad for you.
Always.
But
Yeah.
the head I have is
Yes. Yeah.
impressive.
Yeah, good lacing.
yeah.
I give it a 5 too. Any beer that pours that dark, that's literally the darkest beer I've ever seen in my life. It's shockingly dark, and all we do is drink dark beers. And for it to be that shocking that it's that dark.
And I've not even, rolled mine around yet. Like, it looks thick and decadent and syrupy, which it is as I'm doing this. Like, the way it clings to the glass is on another level.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Yeah. So you give it a 5.
5. I would go higher if I could.
No, I give it a 5 too on appearance. It poured so thick right out of the can. Besides squirting all over when you open the can,
Well,
which I'd give it a 5 for that.
squirting factor.
Squirting
5.
factor 5.
I give it a 5 too.
And then just it's literally motor oil or mud, gumbo mud. Like it's mud.
It's gumbo
It's
mud.
mud. Like it's so dark. And for me,
made for us.
yes, for me that's exciting because I just love a good dark beer, and this is the darkest beer I've ever seen. So
That's very true. You're
yeah.
like giddy.
No, it's so dark.
Okay.
I've never seen a beer this dark. It was
He's turning red.
it was the squirting. Okay, the squirt. No. No, it's so dark.
Oh
I've
my
never seen a
goodness.
beer this dark. So we both give it a 5 on appearance. There's not a darker beer that you could put it. There's not another beer you could put it against that's that dark. So yeah. So what do you give it, Aroma? It's maple syrup and coffee. So I get a little sweetness when we opened it. How about you?
Well, since I squirted on my hand, I have maple on my hand.
Yeah.
As I came up to do this when I was
Right.
laughing, I smell strong, dominant maple flavors. Let me bring it up and get a good, better sense of smell. Oh, it's incredible.
That's maple.
It's incredible.
Maple.
Amazing.
That's maple.
It's just dominating maple aroma. A slight coffee,
Slight coffee.
a bitter,
I don't get bitterness.
not maybe a dark roast coffee. Everything's very dark. and
Yeah,
rich.
dark roast.
Not
Exactly.
bitter. Bitter wasn't the right word.
How many beers have we had that said maple and you don't smell the maple?
know.
This smells like maple.
And
Oh my God.
not an artificial maple.
No.
Very authentic. A lot of times in baking, they call for.
Wow.
I'm drawing a blank. Not a maple extract, but genuine maple. I know it's not genuine maple, but
Yeah.
I'm drawing a blank on the word I'm looking for. So, no extract. This is authentic, pure. That's
Pure.
the word. Pure maple syrup, as opposed to a version of maple syrup or something that replicates maple. This is pure maple.
So you would say like straight out of the tree maple?
I would say so.
That's
Choking? What
No,
is that?
he put a tap in a tree and he's sipping the maple straight out of the tree.
Yeah,
It's
I
like perfect.
that.
No, it's perfect. He put a tap in the tree.
I thought he was.
No,
Yeah.
no, that's exactly what it is. It is so maple. It's crazy. And then that slight hint of dark roasted coffee. Like, oh my God.
Exactly as described on the can so far.
So aroma?
Aroma, 5 all the way.
You're a maple girl anyway.
I
And this is
know.
the most maple we've ever smelt in a coffee.
Definitely.
So
I
5.
adore maple desserts. I
Yeah.
make the best. I'm going to pat myself on the back a little bit. I make the best maple bars, maple icing, pumpkin cookies with maple. I love maple so much.
So can we look forward to a Traeblod maple something?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, the aroma. I've never smelt a beer like this ever.
Yes.
Ever. Like it's nuts. And sweet. Oh my God. Yeah, 5. We both give it a 5. So
Okay.
go ahead and give it a taste.
Come to
The
mama.
lacing's amazing.
I know.
It just sticks to the glass.
Every
It's not even
time-
moving.
That's incredible. I don't
It's
know
not
if you
moving.
guys can see that. Like,
Yeah.
amazing.
It's not even moving. The head is still there. It's just amazing.
Wow.
All right, Baker. What does it taste like?
It is so creamy, so smooth.
11%? Is it up to the 11%?
It's 11%. It's mapley deliciousness. Like, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Yeah. Let me give it a.
It's the liquid version of the maple desserts I just described. It's a beautiful thing. Oh man,
Wow.
this might be my new favorite beer. I'm on another level. Sorry.
So thick. Wow. It's so thick.
Too much for you?
No, not even close. Like it's 11%. It's almost like a 12 or 13. Like it is such a mouthful of maple. A little bit of coffee, which I like. It's a little bitter coffee, not too sweet, which is nice because the maple is so sweet. So I don't think you'd want a sweeter coffee, right?
And
The
we
little
keep
bitterness-
saying bitter. We mean, I think we are both trying to express a dark roast coffee.
Yes, dark roast,
Not,
sorry.
There's nothing bitter
Yes.
about it. It's
Yeah, it's just not sweet. It's like a dark roasted coffee that's not sweet, but it's just a hint of it. The maple comes out so much, and the sweetness of the maple comes out so much, and it's just the body of the beer. I don't know if I've had a beer, even a bourbon barrel beer, that had this much body to it. I really don't.
Right.
Like it's.
Well, I think you need kind
Wow.
of an understated coffee too, because the maple is so pronounced and so sweet. Like you couldn't have a,
Wow.
the coffee that they chose completely complements
Yes.
the maple. So
Yeah.
it's
Wow. I don't think I've ever had a beer like this.
I know.
Yeah. So what do you give the taste?
5 on taste. you
Yeah,
guys.
I do too.
Oh,
Yeah, I have to give it a 5 too.
no,
Like.
it gives me chills a little bit. Like, ooh, makes me want to get in the kitchen and bake something.
It's crazy. I've been to Mikkeller before, and I know they've had the barrel age on before. This is almost one you'd want to keep on all the time. Like, there's nothing I've tasted anything like this. And I've been drinking dark beers for 30 years. I've never tasted anything like this.
Well, I think
It's crazy.
I think most people like a maple flavor. Like,
Yes.
there's not many people that don't like a pancake or a waffle or.
Or even like a donut. So certain donuts have this maple flavor to them, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's, wow.
I mean, I'm sure they're out there, but I would say the majority of people do
Yeah.
enjoy the maple flavor.
Yeah, exactly. So for texture, body, 11%.
True to 11%.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Easily true to 11%.
Creamy,
Yeah.
just amazing texture. Everything I would expect, everything I hope for. And it's a 5 again for me.
God, I'm with you there too.
are.
How can you not?
Wow, this might be the first one for us that we're.
It's crazy how much body is in this 11% beer. Because I've even had up to an 18% beer, 21%. I've had some thick beers. I liked a 10 to 12. This tastes more like a 12 or 13 barrel aged beer as far as the body. It's so rich and thick and just so much body and texture to it. Like, this is a beer.
This is a beer.
This is a beer. This is no wimpy little light IPA. Like this is a beer. This is what I call beer. Like it's so good. Oh my God.
It's like the mother hen of all beers.
Yeah, it's a masterpiece.
Definitely.
It's so good. So mapley. It's exactly how it described. It's light bit of coffee. Yeah, that's a 5.
Okay, we got our 5s down. So
what about the finish?
The finish.
It's mapley again. Imagine that.
It's mapley.
It's mapley.
Okay. More importantly,
wow.
It's what you get on the front is what you get on the finish. It's sweet front to end.
Yeah.
Beginning to finish. It's creamy, it's smooth, leaves a wonderful aftertaste in your mouth. I mean, just wonderful.
Yeah.
I don't have enough wonderful things to say. And Mikkel, you're amazing. And we look forward to what you have in the future.
Yeah, you being a baker and you liking this beer so much. And not only that, a lot of women don't think of drinking a big, bold, dark beer. Mm-hmm. This is a big, bold, dark beer that's sweet and tastes like maple. It tastes like dessert.
It does.
Why wouldn't every woman in the world want this beer? Like,
yeah,
it's that good.
I think so too.
Yeah. So what do you give the finish?
5 again. I'm straight 5s.
I'm with you. When you break it down in these categories. When you break it down in these categories.
I think this is a John Cena. And it's like, he says, you can't see this. But something like that anyway.
When we break it down in categories like this, how do you not give every category a 5? Because I still have maple leaf finish on my palate. Like, I just want to drink some.
I know. So I would think that I didn't research this. I would think this is probably an award-winning beer, and if not, it's going to be. I don't know how long it's been out there.
I think they've been brewing it for a while now,
really?
And how does it not win every award? Like, we've never tasted a beer like this, ever. And I've had a few Mikkeller beers too, and I really love Mikkeller beer.
I've had other Mikkeller
beers. We both
beers.
love Mikkeller beers because they brew so many dark beers. There's nothing like Traeblod. Like, there's just not. So yeah, we both give it a 5. We don't even have to look at our sheets.
Right.
We both give it a 5. Gumbo Mud reviews a 5. What else is there to say? I mean, almost want to drink that. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, it's crazy how good it is. And 11%, it'll knock you on your ass.
Yes. If you have not tried this, it's a must. Put it on your, instead of your to-do list, your to-drink list.
Yeah.
Put it at the top.
Yeah.
Prioritize.
Yeah, we haven't had a beer yet that's been a 5. It's every category. It just excels. It's amazing beer. I've never had anything like it. From pouring the darkest beer I've ever seen poured to the sweetest maple taste that we've ever had of any maple beer. It's lived up to its name. Most of the beers we've had that says maple, it's not maple. Mm-hmm. So
you can tell so much heart and thought and preparation were put into making this beer. Like, it still has a little head. It still has carbonation. It still has lacing. Like, it's a masterpiece.
Yeah.
And this also makes me think their cans are kind of a work of art in themselves. And if you go into a Mikkeller Brewery, there's just crazy cool art everywhere, which makes me think again of a masterpiece. So their cans are masterpieces. The beers that they brew are works of art. Like,
yeah, and they just renovated their Miramar San Diego tap room, which we haven't been yet. I think they just did it.
We saw some pictures online,
some pictures and stuff. So we can't wait to go. But try this beer, find this beer. Anytime it's released, get this beer.
And if you have a beer that Mikkeller makes that for some reason we don't, again, let us know.
Yeah,
Send
let
it to us.
Yeah, definitely. We take free beer. Free beer.
Yes.
Free beer. Dark beer. Only dark beer.
Only dark.
So yeah, if you like this video, click the like button, subscribe for more dark beer reviews. Mikkeller Traeblod, 5 stars. Our first 5-star beer. Everything about it's amazing. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We welcome any comments and look forward to our videos to come.
Yeah, stay tuned. More dark beer reviews coming.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye.